Hi, Phil English. Welcome to Talk Academy E&E Center. I am Teacher Bar and I usually teach Toeic grammar in this academy. I've already been teaching here for 3 years. As a teacher, I always make sure that at the end of the day, all my students learn something from me. And in our class, we usually use a Sinagong book. This book contains activities for TOEIC's Part 5 and 6. So what are you waiting for? Come on, let's start! Okay, hi Steven, good afternoon. So for today, we are going to study about verbs. Okay? So for example, in this sentence, the management has reviewed the performance evaluations and blanked several employees for their outstanding contributions. So as you can see here, what are we looking for in the blank is a verb. Why? Because as you can see, the management is your subject, has reviewed is a verb, isn't it?
Yeah.
And here is a conjunction. So our rule now is that whenever you have one conjunction, how many verbs do you need?
2 verbs.
We need to have 2 verbs, but in this case, we just have 1. So it means that what are we going to look for in the blank is a verb. And whenever we need the verb on the blank, then we have 4 considerations for that one. The first one, what are we going to do, is to eliminate which are not verbs. What are not verbs? This includes a verb ing, 2 plus verb, of course, a noun, an adjective, and an adverb, because they are not verbs. So, in the choices, first, is this a verb?
Yes, ing.
Is this a verb?
No.
No, actually, because it's just a verb ing. And as what I've told you, verb ing is not really a main verb. So, we can eliminate this one. How about reward? What is this?
Verb.
It's a verb, or also, it's possible to be a noun, right? How about rewarded?
Verb.
If it's a verb, of course, and then PP or adjective. And then how about are rewarded?
Be verb.
It's a verb again.
Yeah.
2 plus verb
Yeah.
is
2 verb.
2 verb. It means it is impossible because it's not a verb. How about letter F? It's rewarded.
Yeah. Be verb.
It's still possible to be a verb. So we are now just left with 4 possible choices, right? And the next thing to consider is the voice of the verb. So in grammar, we have 2 voices of the verb. The first one is the active voice and the second one is the passive voice. What's the difference between an active and a passive? Look at this. An active has an object and the verb form should be not be plus BP. While in the passive, it usually doesn't have an object but the verb form should be plus BP. So look at this. Right after your blank, do you have an object?
Yeah.
No. Several employees actually is your object here. So if you have an object, is it active or passive?
Active.
It's active, correct. So if it's now active, do we need B plus PP or not B plus PP?
Not be plus B.
Okay, is this B plus PP?
No.
No. So it's possible. B plus PP?
No.
No. So it's possible. B plus PP?
Yes.
So it's impossible. B plus PP?
Yes.
So it's impossible. So again, we are just left with 2. Right? So the third consideration is the tense. Tense, is it in the past tense, present tense, and the future tense? But as you can see, there are no time expressions just like yesterday, today, and then tomorrow, just like that one. So we cannot say whether this already happened, this is happening, or this will happen. Okay? So we are now going to go here. The number. Is the subject singular or plural? Always remember that the verb always follows the subject. If the subject is singular, then the verb should also be singular. And as you can see here, you don't have a subject here. It means that this is your subject. So is your subject singular or plural?
Singular.
Is this possible?
Yes.
Why? Is this singular or plural?
Pronoun.
It's plural actually.
Yeah.
But because your subject is plural, it means it is impossible.
Yeah.
Just this one should be the right answer. Okay? Did you get this one?
Yes.
Okay. Questions?
No.
No questions? Here in Talk Academy, learning English is like having fun. See you soon!